Cedric Maxwell podcast
is brought to you by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.
I have the great Bernard King. I cannot believe I have him up here. This was an enemy back in the day. And, first of all, I know you're gloating right now with the Knicks winning last night. So go ahead and get it out. Get it out.
Absolutely. We came to your house and we beat the great reigning champions, Boston Celtics. Yeah.
I'm like, how did that happen? I said, of all days, and I'm speaking to Bernard King, I got him, and we're going to go over this whole thing about. So, you know what? Let's be analysts here. What happened in that game and on the side that you saw from? Because you're a pro. You've seen this. What do you see?
Well, actually, the day before the game, I did an interview with the New York Post here. And I pointed out that I thought the Knicks had a great opportunity to win game one. And the reasoning for that, you guys had been off for a period of time after beating Orlando. And when you're out for a period of time in a playoff series, you can come out rusty. Now, you got off to a great start in the first half. Cat got into foul trouble. You guys were getting out on the break and getting a lot of points in transition. But I thought that in the second half, the rush showed up. You're a great three-point shooting team, and you've been all year the very best, actually. And the rush showed up, and you couldn't make a three-point shot.
Well, I didn't know why the Celtics didn't go on the inside instead of attacking. Here's the problem I had with that game. Cat had 4 fouls.
Yes, he did.
He ended up with 5 fouls.
3 fouls in the second half.
Yeah, and then you get 3 fouls on Brunson. Brunson ended up with 3 fouls for the whole game. So not to attack the paint, I think that was the Celtics' problem in that game.
Well, that was certainly a large part of the problem. We did not benefit from having Cat on the bench, obviously. He's a very integral part of our offense, hitting 3-point shots and posting up. But I thought that we had great contributions. I knew we had to have a strong performance from OG, but you guys missed 19 out of 20 3-point shots in the third quarter alone. And you made no adjustments to that. And so that really was suitable to us, Max.
One of the things I thought that I hated Laker fans, but Knicks fans are more obnoxious than Laker fans. I was like, how do you come to somebody's house and all of a sudden you start blowing out the candles on their birthday? Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's go back to this series that's happening right now.
Yes.
What happens in game 2? Are the Celtics a much better playing team in game 2, do you think? Or do you think the Knicks have the game plan now to possibly beat the Celtics again?
Well, Thibodeau is certainly going to provide the game plan. And all we have to do is go out and execute. But you know what happens when you give a team life and confidence. Okay? So I expect the team to play at an even higher level. Now, we shot over 50% for that ball game. You guys shot under 35. So you didn't shoot very well that game. But we know that you're not going to miss 40 3-point shots. As a team collectively, as you did in the second half. And so it's going to be far more competitive. And I think that what's really key, the fans are going to be in the game emotionally. And so we have to make sure we can control tempo in the first quarter and not allow you guys to get out there and transition with Tatum pulling up, hitting 3-point shots, and White getting into the lane. We have to make sure that we control Brown and play great defense and rebound the ball. In the first game, we gave up too many offensive rebounds. So we can't do that in the second game. And so it's going to be a totally different game. And game 1 is forgotten. That's over with. That's done.
And I told people, I said, maybe it's the best thing to happen to the Celtics. Being up by 20 and going into the home run trot, thought that they had everything, and the Knicks kept winning. I'm going to tell you who really, I wouldn't say pisses me off, but I really admire how he plays.
Who's that?
And it's Josh Hart. Josh Hart is he's a freaking beast. He is a dog.
Can you imagine?
How do you get a guy that small
Yeah.
He can't be more than about, but he's getting 2 and 3 offensive rebounds at a time. I'm like, come on, man.
He's like 6'4", 6'5". This game, he's gotten 18 rebounds. 18 rebounds in one game. And he's just a tenacious, tough guy. And he understands the game and knows how to play. But watching him in that first game, he's underneath the basket, snaring offensive rebounds.
Yes. I mean, the thing, I talk about the game and watching it the way it happened was that the Knicks were kind of dead in the water, and then they started playing better. The third quarter, they started getting rebounds. They started getting second. And Anunoby started knocking down shots. They started defending, and the Celtics depended on the 3-point shot. No Porzingis, so no post play. And the Celtics strategy was really good in the first. Even when they fouled Robinson, I thought that I almost felt sorry for that kid. Hacker Robinson. I mean, I've never seen a guy shoot free throws like he's throwing darts, man. I'm like, there's no form or nothing in the way he shoots them. But the Celtics strategy was so good. I was assuming that, you can come out in the third quarter, you're going to play or just kind of keep it even. But the way the Knicks got going, and the thing that pissed me off about the whole game was watching the Knicks fans get more excited every play. And at the end of the game, when they won, there was a luxury box there. And in the luxury box, everybody was gone, but a lot of people were in that luxury box.
Right.
You know what they started singing? New York, New York. I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. It was just again, thank you, man, very much for
thank you.
coming on with us.
Look forward to seeing you in New York, and we're gonna win the second game.
Man, it ain't gonna happen, brother. It ain't gonna happen. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.